All right, welcome back to the Talk About Purpose podcast. I'm Matthew Huey.
I'm Brian Harper.
I'm Frank Curry.
And today we're talking about workout splits.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys have to lead this one. I've never worked out a day in my life.
Yeah, says the biggest guy here.
I'm a farmer.
You probably never
I'm a
fapped a
farm
day
boy.
in your life either.
Huh?
So you probably never fapped a day in your life either.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
That's
Back
another
to the
podcast.
vamp.
Leave that episode alone.
Oh, my goodness.
That is another episode that we did, though. You guys
No,
have to
it's a
check
great
that out.
episode.
Yes.
Funny, good information.
Probably the funniest one we did.
And
Yeah.
can help a lot.
A lot of laughs in that one. That was accidental.
Sure.
And you're going to learn about Brian and his midget.
That's not true. Moving on.
Got to be there.
All right.
Go watch it.
All right, so let's talk about our splits first. What do you guys do?
Frank.
Well, I've been working out somewhat 13, 41. Going to be 42 and next summer, 41 and a half almost. I've changed what I wanted, why I worked out over my life. Originally, it was to get bigger and stronger and not be bullied. And it was to be strong as I could get.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to be as big as I can get. And now I'm just doing it just to be healthy. So my split now is I still do the normal traditional back, chest, tri, back, bi, legs, and then shoulders.
Lots of traps.
Yeah.
Chest, tri, back, by, legs.
Yeah, legs, and then I do shoulders separate. I don't do legs and shoulders together. Some people do, but I do. And then when I get that, and I do other stuff with it, obviously. But then I just repeat. I do arms separately, so I'll do an arm day. But then that leaves the day open. So sometimes I split my legs up. I'll do quads, a heavy quad day, and then a heavy hamstring day. You know what I mean? Split them up and stuff like that. Well, it just depends on how many days I get there during. Like I don't come Sundays. I don't go Sundays because of podcasts and stuff. So I'm there 6 days right there. So I go and when I'm sore, I listen to my body. So I stop. I just don't go a day. Then I'll take a day off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The days I don't go, I fast a little longer. But it's normal traditional split for me. So chest try, and I don't go crazy on the try. Now arm day, I crush arms. I crush my arms on arm day, but I just do like 2 to 3 exercises because there's already blood in them. So I do that. Now, I also change things up per se. So like I try to do like chest and bi, back and try. I've done pretty much every split that I've read about and push pull.
Yeah,
Push pull.
It all depends on what you want. Like right now, I work out because I want to, it's more of a maintenance mode for me. I'm not trying to get any bigger. I'm 275-ish. I'm not trying to get any bigger. I just want to be healthy. Maybe a little leaner. I mean, I have somewhat of abs. So I'm not really that worried about it. It's just more like, I mean, I could always go a little leaner. I like my food. That's another reason why I work out. So I could eat the way I want to eat.
Yeah.
I can work out. I do cardio. The best advice I give anybody is, I always used to say there's no gains in cardio. I always just think I'm trying to get as big as I possibly can. I don't need that cardio shit. I wish I did cardio my whole life. It literally is the longevity of life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It don't matter what your body type is or how lean you are or whatever. Just do cardio just for the heart health factors.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
body types is a myth. And
Yeah.
I think because I used to be like 150 pounds. Like that was my base size.
Yeah.
I was a little guy.
Yeah.
And my doctor at the time, he said, "Oh, you're getting into bodybuilding? Well, hey, just so you know, you don't have the body for it. You're not going to get real big. Don't expect too much."
Yeah. That's awesome. Thanks for the.
Yeah, right. Because his brother was a
encouragement.
professional bodybuilder,
Okay.
juiced. And and the same doctor, I went back with my kids about 10, 15 years later.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, he's kind of on the smaller side because my one son is on the smaller side."
Yeah.
And he goes, "So he's probably never going to get big and bulky like you, Dad."
You're like, well, didn't you just say
I
to me?
totally flipped it in my own life.
Yeah, but did you say to him?
Did you
you're
remind
like,
him? You said the same thing to me.
You, what the fuck?
No, I love that guy. But anyway, that was the only flaw I really had with him
Okay, good.
because he was a great doctor and I didn't want to push it. I just thought it was
I mean, I think genetics do have a factor in it.
They have some.
absolutely. Some people are genetically stronger in pull than push. Some
Yeah.
bigger shoulders. Some people, like I don't have a genetically strong chest, so my chest is one of my weak points. Your
Yeah.
genetics will have your strong.
Yeah, I
and
have
weak.
a weak chest too.
Yeah.
Like a strong back.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
So you're either a strong puller or a strong pusher.
Yeah.
That's usually how it is.
Yeah.
Like I've always been a strong. I could always deadlift way more than I could ever try to bench. I mean, that's normal, but I'm just saying. I'm saying in like normal ratios. Like,
okay.
my bench should have been like 500 pounds, and it was like maybe 405, but my dead was like 8.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
When I was when my
I've been
dead
at
was-
this for 20 some years. No, I don't know what you mean.
well, I mean, I was also 300 and some pounds. So think about it. Body weight to that isn't. I'm only doing 200 pounds more than my body weight. Can you lift more than 200 pounds more than your body weight?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
With the bench, or at least, anyways. With that, it's a little more, but it's only 500 pounds more than your body weight. Can you dead 500? You dead 400?
Oh yeah.
Is it for reps?
I'm on. Yeah. I'm on my
There it
way
is.
to 500. That's currently. I got to 450. I am
see?
so pumped. I'm on my way
Yeah.
to it. I am, but I don't like pushing strength too much. So I'm
Yeah,
very
I don't-
slowly edging up.
I don't
to
do
it.
strength at all.
I did strength for a while. Screwed up my back.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Well, the way that I was with strength is it's more of a mind fuck for you. So like, say last week I got, when I was younger, I got like 405 for 6 or 405 because I used to do 3 sets of 6. I used to call it the mark of the beast. So I used to do 3 sets of 6.
Yeah.
And I go heavy. So I do 405 for, 6 or whatever. If I could get 8, I'd get it or whatever. And I would just push. And I forgot where I was now. Fuck.
Used to do 3 sets of 6.
3 sets of 6.
For strength, you would go.
Oh, the mind fuck. How it was a mind fuck. Sorry,
yeah, there we
Francisco.
go.
So it was a mind
Jesus.
fuck. Because what happens is if I did the 405 for 7 last week, or I got 405 for 8 last week, and I didn't eat the same because I didn't know much about macronutrients or nutrition or anything like that.
Mhm.
So now this week I go in there and I cannot get that fucking weight for 5. Or I can't get that weight for 6. It's already fucked in my head. That's my
Yeah.
first lift. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now the rest of my lifts are going to be fucking smoked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I got away from that lift and stuff. And my goal is I want to be in the gym. I would rather be in the gym than not on my days. I start the day off trying to go to the gym. That starts my day off. It gives me endorphins. I'm an early guy. So I'd rather be in the gym than be hurt. And doing that strength
Yes.
shit always fucked me up.
Always.
Tendons.
Always.
Yeah.
It's always my tendons and joints, or I pull a muscle, or you know what I mean, something
Yeah.
like that. I've
Yep.
ripped biceps. I've done it all. You know what I mean? I'm good.
And
Yeah.
fucking
No.
joint pains. Like, and I remember my left elbow fucking killed me
Yep.
for like a month.
Tennis elbow.
Oh,
Tennis
I've
elbow,
had
tennis
that.
elbow.
I've had
Dude,
that.
that fucking
Oh.
It took.
sucked.
I think it took me like 6 months to get
Yeah.
over it.
It might have been longer for me. It, might have been like
It took
3 or
me
4 months.
Forever, and I'm
Yeah.
still to this day. It's still in my head. Don't over fucking use it. Don't fucking abuse it.
Yep.
Don't
Yeah.
go too hard with it. It's still in my head to
Mo-
this day because of that injury.
I think part of my issue was every time I was doing my bench when I first started out, I didn't know a whole lot about, locking out your fucking elbows. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not
There's
good
a
for
lot.
it.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot.
I was doing it because I was trying to finish a full fucking rep and get it all the way up. And I was constantly making sure I locked up when I
It's
didn't
a lot
know.
of form.
Yeah,
just
it's a
like
lot of
dead and
form.
squat. It's form. It's a lot of form.
Yeah,
like
just-
elbow placement, like
Yep.
elbow placement changes, but chest to tricep. You're
Yeah.
actually supposed to curve your bench.
Right.
Your bench should never
Right,
be up straight
right.
up and down. You should always curve your chin.
Mhm.
You know, and there's differences to
Curve
it.
to your chin. What do you mean?
Yeah, so like if you're benching here, you don't bench straight up. You bench this. So actually, it's an arc.
Mhm.
Think about a bench.
Huh.
You bench up. When you do that, it pokes your chest. If you bench straight up, oh, sorry, I'm trying to do it and show them at the same time. So if you bench straight up, it's just tricep. But if you arc it a little bit, your chest involves. Your chest involves. And think about it. When you
Is
think
that
about
like when you-
your bench bar is
is
here
that-
below your chest.
Is that like kind of like twisting your wrist?
No, you don't twist your wrist. Your arms just go up a little bit. It's more of a
It's
shoulder.
like a
roll.
natural motion.
It's a natural motion because, like, if I'm here, it's hard to do with everything around me. But if I'm here and when I come up, I'm coming up where it's at my chin. And if you tuck your chin, it naturally comes up there too. So, like a lot of people that they say, if you tuck your chin, like the guys that tuck their chin, they usually have bigger.
You
chests.
probably do it without even
Yeah.
realizing it
I don't know,
because
so-
that's
no.
that's an awkward thing to have your arms down like this.
See,
Like, you want-
my
So you want
My
the bar, you
thing-
want the bar to end up like at the top of the chest.
yeah. See, that's
So
where
you
I
start the bar down at the bottom of your chest.
Oh, I
Yeah.
start it there because I get
No.
more engagement in my chest.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for clavicle push, yeah, kind of. But if you try doing that, you'll get the full chest out of it. And then when you roll to the
try
top,
that. Yeah, I'll try that because the only way I get full chest, like I see a lot of powerlifters. They start on their stomach.
No.
I mean, that's good for power.
Yeah.
You can get it up. You can get up way more weight doing that.
Yeah.
But for actual chest engagement, I have the bar up here to start and it ends there.
Yeah, I mean, Jay Cutler did that. He did short ones from that. You could do that, but I do
nipple.
full.
I usually go right from my nipple
underneath
line.
The nipple.
Yeah, right underneath the nipple line.
Yeah, I had Fred Biggie Smalls. I went to Dana Lynn Bailey's warehouse.
DLB and Rob.
Yeah, I went there when they had that up in Reading. Yeah, and there was a guy, Fred Biggie Smalls. He's an IFBB pro. He was there. He was showing us how to bench. And the way to bench is you put your thumbs on your nips. Your thumbs on your nips, and what you do is you put your hands straight up on the outside of the bar, not like you're gripping the bar, and then that's where your hands should be on any bar.
Interesting.
That's how you do a bench. And then when you come down, you come to your chest, and then you roll up. You roll up, and when you roll up, that makes the chest tighten up. Try it.
Yeah, you engage.
Next time you do it, do your clavicle pushes too. But that's specifically upper chest clavicle push. What you're talking about.
Huh.
And usually I do clavicle pushes like you're talking about on an incline. Do them on an incline. Because your clavicle push is your clavicle top muscle, so you're gonna hit it harder on an incline. It's an upper chest.
I do incline.
It's an upper chest.
But yeah,
that's clavicle push. So clavicle pushes, I go super close on an incline, and I'll just push with my clavicles. You want to push with this stuff. So just give it a shot. The next time you do it, roll from the bottom of the chest up. See what you can go. Now you're not like actually like doing a full, like I'm being exaggerative here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm exaggerating. Yeah. Really, when you're on your bench, because when you're back, my chest is down here when I'm not on a bench, but when I'm on a bench,
yeah.
So really, I'm just going from here to a roll. See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try that.
Try it out.
I'm gonna try that.
All right, try it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Because the only way I can get my chest to engage is like you said with the clavicle type pushes.
And I started going super slow at stuff.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
time under tension. Dude, I'll tell you what, my weights are light as fuck. I mean, compared to what I normally do, light as fuck. But
that's
I'm by the time I'm done, my whole body's shaking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hypertrophy is fucking great, man.
Yeah, for size it is.
For size.
For size,
yeah. Now what kind of workout splits you do?
Pretty much the same thing. Like I'll do back and buys, chest and tries, and I'll do legs, or I'll do But I actually have used the push pull a lot recently.
Yeah,
because if you stick around with the same splits constantly, you start to plateau. And, you know,
you got to change.
So
plateau. You start to plateau.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because it's plateau.
I said plateau.
No, you did not.
You said plateau.
You said,
we're going to go over to we're going to the chateau.
Say it like that.
We're going to go to the chateau.
We got that's
plateau.
We have plateau. We have recorded evidence. We'll see how I said it.
We're going to throw the red flag like they're doing those commercials.
Yes, I do.
Plato. We're going to Plato.
Oh, we're going philosophical now.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
When you're working out with Play-Doh. Anyway.
There was a woman that walked by me the other day that had perfume that smelled like Play-Doh.
Really?
It was weird.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. No. No.
It's like, ugh.
No. Just to avoid plateauing.
I could not leave it, dude. I don't remember saying it like that.
I was like, we'll let that one go.
I couldn't. I never heard it said that way.
Did I really say it weird?
Tomato.
But anyways,
come on, look at me. I said scook.
Listen, I just had a fucking wisdom tooth.
Stook me.
I just had a wisdom tooth removed. Calm the fuck down. Leave me alone. All right. But anyway, yeah.
They stook you?
They stook. Yeah, they stooked me a few times. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just to avoid plateauing and to avoid, so you also need to worry about recovery time. So splits are important for recovery time because if you're working out your chest and your tries, you're not going to try and do that the very next day. You want to give that a rest.
That's why that push pull has to be an everyday thing.
So
that's why when I did it, it was like an everyday
thing.
So when I first started, I started with bodybuilding. That was my whole focus with bodybuilding. And I picked up a book by a guy named Bill Pearl. He was a bodybuilder, massive.
What was his name? Brian Harper?
Maybe to your midgets.
Oh, Frank. Fucking right below the belt.
That's where they stand. That's what they come up to about. Yeah. You're a taller guy.
Son of a
I'm gonna
bitch.
start breaking out Bible verses here.
Please.
That's why when they tell you that your hair smells nice, you're like, yes, that's true.
Oh, shit. Matt, Frank's bullying me. Fuckers.
Ooh,
It was an
face is
accident.
starting to hurt.
Yours.
Oh,
Yeah, touche. You got you there, bro.
Holy
You got
fuck, dude.
yeah, no, you got me there. That's all you.
Dude, oh my God. It hurts
Ah.
to smile, and I've done nothing but smile and laugh for the last fucking 3 hours.
So anyway, science has proven the best split is actually full body, which is so hard to believe because I've tried it.
Yeah, but
Full
you have to
body?
take days off, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 3 days a week, 4 days a week, something like that. It's every
Okay.
other day. And it's different. It's different. So if you go by the traditional full body splits, it's like you focus on certain body parts throughout your first one, like a Monday, and then you're still going to hit them Wednesday, but you're going to hit the other body parts a little harder.
Oh,
So it is a
Mm.
full body split. You still hit everything.
how much? That's a lot of time.
I tried it.
That's
So
a
in the
lot of time,
beginning,
dude.
that was my workout set in the beginning when I first started.
Yeah,
I was
feel
in the
like you're
gym for 3-4 hours.
I was about to say, you're probably in the gym for at least 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. I was in there forever.
I mean, I'll be honest. I was in the gym like when I was really getting into it, and I started to plateau. I was still in the gym for like 3 fucking
3
hours
hours.
doing like doing like just
3
my arm
hours.
warfare workouts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think the key component there is steroids.
Oh,
I think that's the key component. I think if you're able, because
because you can
steroids,
recover. And, well,
Yeah.
not only steroids, dude, hormones too. Like
yeah.
insulin, for instance.
Right.
A lot of
All
people are
that stuff.
pushing insulin. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people are hitting insulin hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
they've
really.
always done.
Don't
That's
do
it's the strongest hormone there is. Yeah, it's like.
it creates a lot of
But
issues.
there's a lot of stuff that comes along with it, like diabetic comas, for instance.
fuck.
yeah, insulin resistance.
Yeah, and people don't understand this, but you can actually, you don't need a script for insulin.
oh, really?
Yeah, so like
Oh,
Humulin N,
Jesus.
Humulin R, you don't need it. You don't need scripts for that,
Oh,
because anybody that has diabetes should be able to get that without a script in dire need. Same thing when insulin syringes. You don't need prescription for that. You should be able to go to CVS and just pick that up. But
yeah.
but then the problem with that being is then the ones that are like Humulin N, no, Humulog. Humulog is the one that has a shorter lifespan to it. So that's actually better than the other ones, because the other ones last for hours upon hours.
Mhm.
This one only lasts a couple hours. But the problem is that the ones that last hours upon hours, if you don't have sugar in you, you go into a diabetic coma. While the Humulog, well, the ones that the pros are using, that's only a 2-hour thing. So every 2 hours they eat, right?
Yeah.
Why is that too? You see what I mean? I mean, there's lots of scientific nature for that, but it aligns with it. You see what I'm saying? So every 2 hours they'll do Humulog. Well, look at Rich Piana. I don't know how much shit he used to shoot and all the shit he was doing. He was very vocal about it. You know what I mean? Very
Yeah.
open. And I admire that, because a lot of people are like,
Oh, no, I never touched anything. I'm just 305 pounds and 7% body fat.
I go here.
The only dick on me, or the only fat on
What'd you say?
It's nothing. What? Who?
the only fat on me is between my legs, and that's dinner. Me.
you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I mean, no, you're definitely not natural. You know what I'm saying? And good for you if you're not natural, whatever.
Yeah,
It's up to you, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? It's your body, it's your life, it's what you want to do.
Right,
you know?
right.
As long as you're not freaking shooting a bunch of tren and freaking out and running around and punching people in their face.
Oof.
I don't really give a flying fuck. You know what I mean? It's your body.
The horror
Do what you
stories
want.
of Trent are freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
So, well, not hilarious, but interesting. Not hilarious, because those people get really screwed.
Not
up on it.
only, well, I mean,
Really,
that's the strongest, one of the strongest steroids there are.
Get
We
cut
should
in
probably
legs.
just do a podcast on Trent.
I think so. That would be
I
interesting.
think we should do a
There's
podcast on
lot
Trent.
of- yeah,
I think we should do a podcast on an overview of steroids, and then maybe some other podcasts on top of it, specifically about some of those specifics.
Yeah.
Because some of them are really, really, really bad.
Right.
I mean, they're all bad. I mean, if you're doing them for you, again, whatever. It's you, your body. I hope you have a reason for doing it, and I hope you don't get sucked in. That's all.
Right.
But I mean, there's the horror stories of people on trend getting pegged and stuff. Like, it's mental. Like
Yeah,
Trent is more mental. Trent is
is.
more mental than it is physical. It's fucking weird.
It really,
really
is. Yeah. Yeah. I've watched some horror stories on
I've watched friends go
Oh,
through some horror
really?
stories.
pegged?
No.
Oh.
No, that was a story I heard about though. There was a guy that was just so weird because it makes you so sexually. Like we just had a podcast before about, about sexual, masturbation and stuff like that. No, it makes you so sexually aggressive and sexually deviant, I feel.
Mhm.
Like very, very dirty.
Mhm.
Very dirty. Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you feel very dirty. Like there's
That's
like
interesting.
some of the stuff I'm saying, like the guys, like a guy who was messing around with a bunch of girls. The one girl was gothic or whatever, and he was like normally not into gothic chicks or anything like that, but he was on trend, and like she wasn't giving him the time of day. Then like he was doing everything in his power just to get some time with this girl, to the point where she let him peg him.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's like one of the horror stories I saw online. Yeah, that's a very big summary of it, obviously. But there's I'm and it's all over my because like okay, so you watch one thing on your TikTok, and now everybody and their mother comes through on trend now. So now I'm getting all of these trend stories, all of these steroid stories because I went on a live and was listening to a guy about bodybuilding steroids or whatever, and now I'm in that algorithm. You know what I mean?
See Trend Daddy on
Yeah,
TikTok?
yeah. Well, of course he came up on my,
Yeah.
there's that video, Something in the Way, that song comes and the dude's holding the freaking thing, you know what I mean? Or the other guy, that Jamie Frank.
Something in the Way.
Yeah, you never heard that song? There's
Yeah.
something in the way.
I've heard that from Nirvana.
And the dude pulls out the scooper and it's a bottle of Trenin in it. Something in the way, get it? It's white protein, yeah. But you know what I mean? I thought it was funny. I liked it. So boom, now I'm in an algorithm. You know what I mean? 'Cause I thought it was funny. It's just I just thought it was funny because it was something in the way. Get it? Yeah, it's not the way. It's fucking roids. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's mark that down. So we'll do a podcast about some steroids. Well, let's just do a podcast about PEDs. Podcast about PEDs in general.
Maybe we want to nail that down because that is humongous.
Well, if we
Yeah. You got.
Well, I mean, I think
SARMs
I think we need to just have a summary of it. Like people think that testosterone and steroids are the same thing. No. They're not. They're two different things. One's a hormone, one's a steroid. You know, what I mean? You can't give me trenbolone. I can't give my daughter 100 milligrams of trenbolone and watch her grow an Adam's apple and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Grow facial hair and stuff like that. I could watch her do 100 milligrams of tren and probably lose her brain and freak out, sweat all over the place. And you know what I mean? The side effects of tren. But testosterone and steroids are totally different.
Right.
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's get back to workout splits.
Yeah.
So I do the same thing you guys do. I focus more on one body part though.
Yep.
And I'll do chest, back, shoulders.
So you don't throw
legs.
a little bit of tries or nothing in with your.
My tries get worked doing chest.
Yeah, mine do too, but I like to just finish them off. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I don't want to be too sore for my arm day.
When's your arm day?
My arm day.
You gotta spread that shit out, bruh.
Well, like I said, I really don't.
You
take
gotta work on
breaks.
your splits.
Oh,
So I like being able to go to the gym constantly.
okay.
I don't like taking breaks.
Yeah, but
unless
breaks-
I have to.
But you need breaks to grow, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, go.
For sure. I've even taken 2 weeks off just to
Okay.
recover my CNS.
I've never done that.
Yeah, dude, recovering your CNS, come back after 2 weeks, the palms are.
Awesome.
But anyways, so I've also played with that in the beginning with the full body splits, and it's just too long in the gym. You're just in there forever. And I mean, I loved it, but it wasn't beneficial. I grew a little bit. I did. I grew a little bit. But then I switched and then I went to the body specific parts. I did that for a while. And then I did the push pull, which I didn't like. I didn't like push pull legs. Couldn't do it because I would be too sore to go start the cycle over again.
And not only that, but you think about it, if you're doing push pull, your first exercise is always going to get the most effort and energy.
Yeah.
So if you always do chest, push, then a pull, your chest is always going to get more than your back. So your chest will develop faster than your back will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because your body only has so much glycogen in it.
Unless you do
Muscles.
the save it method, which I completely disagree.
What's that?
What's
Like
that?
where you save your energy from the first, which
No.
like I said,
Oh, that's
people do it, but I don't agree with it.
No,
I think
that's
it's terrible.
I think it, there's a lot that goes into it, not just splits. You know what I mean? There's how fast you go, what's your rest range, your rest period, what's your rep range. There's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying? As I've gotten older, I still continue to do my splits. I just go fast now.
Yeah.
Like I don't stop. I superset everything.
Yeah, supersetting
You know
are great.
Yeah.
I
But I just like, I do superset the same muscle group. So like For shoulder day, for instance, I'll lean over and I'll do rear delts, 2 variations. Then I'll do standing side delts, 2 variations. Then I'll do trap. Then I'll do push up. That's 1 round. Then I'll go again, do it again.
All of that
In one
Dude,
round.
I've worked out him a few
So-
times, and his fucking workouts are, man, there's something
Yeah,
else.
I go because the way I look at it is this: it's opportunity fucking cost.
Mhm.
I'm getting up early. I'm staying away from my family. I'm not programming. I'm not working on something on my side. I'm here in the gym, so I'm here to fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
I go in there and I
You're there to
destroy
kill
it.
yourself so
I
that way
destroy
you
myself.
can live
Yep.
for
I
a
destroy
longer.
myself when I go there. I
So-
put the work in because the rest of the day I'm just going to sit on my ass and program.
Yeah. So as I've gotten more experience under my belt, I've actually tried to speed up my gym sessions as well. 'Cause
Cardiovascular, baby.
I like most of the studies show for a natural 45 minutes to an hour is your window. That's how long you should be in the gym, which is hard because I love working out.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I don't do it just for other reasons. I do it because I love it.
But is that when you're saying for natural, that's time? That's like natural on tip top shape of their diet and everything like that? Or it's just this average person has 45 minutes to an hour?
That is the natural bodybuilder.
Okay.
That
So that's
is
somebody who
for
diet
growth.
on key.
Yeah. For growth, you don't want to go too long
Mm.
for natural. So what I've done is I started doing a oh man, I forget the guy's name. Jim Weeder actually helped do some of the stuff too. But there's a guy who did a study on working out to failure and only using like minimal sets. Super minimal, but he would superset in there too.
Mm.
And I've been really focusing on that lately, and it's been giving me great results.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I love doing it because it also you can also get in there. Like I'll do a warm up for chest, and then I might only do 2 sets of actual chest work.
Oh, wow.
That's it. And my chest is so sore I can't push the bar up again.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's insane. It's a time saver. And I just worked out chest, and my chest is so sore from yesterday.
Wow.
And I still get the same. I don't get quite as good of pumps because I'm not in there as long pushing the blood, but I do get good pumps still.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a way to save time that I found. And I know they did a study where it's a bullshit study, but this bodybuilder fell off for a while. And he came in to do this type of workout where he
Yeah.
would literally only do like 1 set. But that 1 set was insane. Mike Metzger. That's who it is. The Mike Metzger method.
Yeah, I remember that because he says anything more than that first set of failure or anything more than that first set is overtraining because you're depleting the muscle for the first time. Anything after that, you now have to do your double duty to recover.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did see that video.
Yeah. So I've been trying to take more of that approach, just
Yeah.
a lesser version kind of. I would maybe do another warm-up set or so before.
Yeah.
And the guy the previous bodybuilder, he gained like 50 pounds in like a freaking month. It was insane. It's not that exact number, but it was
Right.
insane.
The amount
Like
of-
your jaw would
Wow.
hit the floor when you seen what he accomplished in that
Yeah.
short of a period.
yeah, I think Mike only wanted you to do 1 working set per exercise and only wanted like 3 exercises.
Yeah. Yeah. He was
So
insane.
he wanted you to do like
Really?
a heavy flat, a heavy incline, and then heavy fly.
Yeah, but he also would sit there and just like
Something like
with what's
Oh,
the
he'd
legs
force
guy,
you.
Tom Platz.
Yeah.
Like with Tom Platz, you ever see his workout? He would sit there and he would force you to keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. He's like,
till failure, dude. Till
Yeah,
like where you
like
want to
till-
throw
yeah.
the fuck up.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it gets intense, which also burns out your energy.
Yep.
Because with me, when I'm done that set,
You're smoked.
when I'm done that set, my energy is
Yep.
down.
See,
man.
that's the problem with me. I try to work out in the morning fasted.
Oof.
So I do branched chain aminos before I go with
Yeah.
glutamine or glucosamine, carnitine, citrulline.
Okay.
So that helps me get through. But
Yeah.
I know when I get there, I'm like, all right, 10-minute walk on the treadmill, do a 10-minute walk. And then I'm like, all right, now I got like an hour to an hour and a half to crush until I'm fully out of everything.
Right.
I
Yeah.
have no energy. So usually I get like, my 4th or 5th exercise in, I'm pretty smoked. I'm starting. That's when I start getting tired, I start slacking stuff off. So like
Yeah.
not slacking stuff off per se, but I stop doing so many things. Like my circuits are crazy to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll go nuts, and I like to do push-ups with everything because my chest is weak with genetics.
Okay.
So I
Gotcha.
do chest and legs. I like to pop my quads a lot.
Yeah.
Just feeder sets. I do really high reps, super feeder sets just to get the blood in there, get them really pumped up. Every day I do that. Up on the day after leg day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so what I do is when I start getting tired and I'm like start like, wow, I'm starting to lose energy here. Then I just stopped doing some stuff. So like instead of doing 4 exercises with the push-up, I'll do 3 exercises. Then I'll do 2 exercises with the push-up. Then I'll do 3 exercises without a push-up. I'll just change it up. And I try to make it different every week. I don't write shit down in a book. I've been doing this for too long. I don't write shit down in a book.
Shock the muscle. Shock the muscle.
Yeah, but you still want to be, you don't want to shock the muscle every week though, because you want your body to adapt.
Right.
And then change it. So you have to do it for like 3 weeks. So I do it usually for 3 weeks. I try to do the same thing and then I change it, just add something different, do something different.
Right.
One point in time, I'd go to different gyms. The one gym that I was going to isn't there anymore. So now I only have Planet. But you can get a workout anywhere. You know what I mean? You could get a workout flexing in the mirror.
Right.
Really, technically without weight. So that's how bodybuilding is, right? Flexing with weight.
That's really all it is.
All it is flexing with weight.
It's really what it is. Yeah, you feel that connection, you squeeze it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when I was competing, I would literally get a workout just practicing my posing.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
I would
posing
literally,
is tough.
Dude, it's so hard. I don't think people understand. When you get on stage to pose, everything is squeezed and flexed.
You have to.
It is a workout in itself to be on that stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I would try for an hour of just posing and it was absolutely brutal.
I never got into that. I was too big and too tall all my life. I got into wrestling. I didn't get into that, but that one is easy. You don't care. You don't need to look anything aesthetic or anything for wrestling.
No.
That could be your gimmick. You know what I mean?
Sit in a
That could be your
turnbuckle
gimmick.
and
Just-
let Rikishi throw his ass in your face.
That's if you're a jobber. That's if you're a jobber. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but I mean, it was good to build a baseline with the full body splits. And it depends on what you're working out for. Like we're talking about building size here mostly and some strength. Now, strength workouts are completely different too. So your splits are going to be maybe about the same, but they're going to be different for strength.
Your rep
different.
range is different. Everything is different as far as that goes too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're just trying to be healthy, I don't see why a full body split, maybe because when I was doing it to build muscle.
Yeah.
But if you do a full body split just to be healthy, holy crap, that's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Really not long.
But I look at it this way. It also depends on how often you want to go to the gym. I like going to the gym every day. I feel like it's part of me. So a full body split won't work for me.
Now I couldn't.
I have to do every day. I have to do every day.
Like those memes, your day off at the gym, and you're sitting there going crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, and you need 150 minutes a week for cardiovascular health. So now you're cutting down. Now you have to get more in the days that you do go, because if you're only going 3 days a week, and you have to get 150 minutes. You got to get 50 minutes in each day. You see what I'm saying? So it's better. I like to go more often, because if you go 5 days a week, you only do 30 minutes. So you could do 10-minute warm up, 20-minute cardio at the end. And that's cardio on top of working out. That's not, you don't even have to do that per se, but that's how I measure it. Right. I don't measure 150 minutes a week with my workout. I measure 150 minutes a week cardio. Gotcha. So I know for sure I'm heart healthy, because I know my workouts are vigorous and I'm sweating my balls off, doing push-ups, running around.
Right.
Doing all these exercises. I know I'm getting some cardiovascular health there, but I know for sure I'm getting 150 minutes a week of straight cardiovascular.
So if you're working out and lifting weights, that's anaerobic. That's good, but you also need aerobic, which involves your heart more.
Yep.
Because just lifting weights is not aerobic workout.
No.
I mean, it can be if you're silly with
Hustling,
it, but that doesn't build size or strength really.
No.
It does in small increments, but good. So you definitely need the aerobic side of working out, which is the blood pumping, the heart beating, and the cardio.
I mean, you can pull that in. Like I try to pull that in. Me going so fast and vigorous and running around and stuff like that. I get a very good cardio workout in. I'm smoking.
Yeah.
Like by the time I'm done, I'm doing 15 reps for 3 exercises with 15 push-ups in less than 2 minutes. I mean, I'm smoking. Just a puddle. Just going as fast as I can sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's a lot at once, man. I mean, that's not really good for building.
Well, I mean, I'm still squeezing and holding with each one. It's not like I'm just doing the movement. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so I'm
hitting each.
That's interesting. I don't think anybody's looked at it.
You should work out with me.
I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I'm slower now. I'm down a little bit, but and that's the reason why I do it that way. So like I said, I do side delt, rear delt, trap, chest. So really, when you think about it, I'm only hitting I'm focusing on those delts. So that's how I can build, because I don't hit my rear delt much when I do my sides. I also do 2 variations of sides, but I focus more on my side, and I don't hit my rear. So that's how I'm able to build. I can't do like, well, I take that back. So sometimes I'll do like, for me to warm up, I'll do pec deck superset it with push up. So it's the same exact muscle group, back and forth, back and forth.
Right.
That fucking crushes me. It depletes me. And that's my warm up. Then I'll go press.
Nice.
You see what I mean? But so like, I like to challenge myself like that, because it got to the point where doing a set and sitting there wasn't enough for me. I'm like, man, I'm fucking chewing at the bit. Like, I want to keep going. I want to keep going. And really what that was bangs. I drank those bangs for fucking days on it. I don't drink them anymore, but I would drink those bangs or those C4 energy
They have
drinks.
creatine in them, don't they? Or what's
Bangs
that?
used to. They took it out.
There's ones,
really?
There's some,
They took it out.
there was, even when there was ones that used to, they had ones that didn't have it in it. They had different,
really?
different kind of bangs.
Oh, I didn't
they were
know
more
that.
for like, thermopeutic. They're the ones that make you warm or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They were- thermogenic
Thermogenic
ones.
Thermogenic, yeah.
Yeah.
Took some great pills on that.
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. But that's
Man.
that's kind of where I was at. Now that's kind of like my baseline. I don't do energy drinks anymore, so I'm not as crazy, but that's still my baseline. I like going fast. I like going fast. But I'm not trying to really build. I'm 270 pounds. How much bigger do I want to get? It's fucking 41 years old.
Right. You can cross the line into
Yeah.
being too big.
Yeah,
You
I was-
can do that.
Dude, I was
That is a
340
real thing.
pounds in my life. I had to hold my breath to tie my shoes, and I was big. It's not like I was a fat 340. I was a big dude. My bench was fucking crazy at that point in time. I was a big fucking dude. I think my incline bench was 365 for 20.
Wow.
Fucking with the fucking pause, though.
Wow.
With the pause. I was doing negatives pauses for 20, just fucking crushing it. My one buddy Wes, he was a freaking madman. We were doing 50 rep sets. 50 rep sets,
What?
dude. It was ridiculous.
Wouldn't it?
50
No,
rep
I
sets
couldn't.
we used to do. Shit like
50
that,
rep
50 rep
sets,
sets. Just drop the weight if you got to drop. Start with 245s and go.
Yeah.
Go. And that's at the end. Go.
Mhm.
Drop the weight. Go. Drop
Ah.
sets. There's a lot of things like, so
FST 7s are really good.
fascia strength training. Yeah, absolutely.
yes,
That's where I
dude.
learned about the clavicle push, because they would push
Oh, they
clavicle
suggest
pushes hard
that.
with FST7. And
I
I was
love
doing
doing
that in
that for
Cleveland when I worked in Cleveland. I was doing a lot of FST.
Yeah, dude, for sure. That's what made my shoulders grow. Was
Yep.
literally
Mhm.
FST 7s.
Yep.
Most of my workouts I actually got from Frank. So, but no, I mean, I had trouble engaging a lot of muscles. You know, I couldn't figure out how to get the muscles to actually engage. And,
Yeah.
and then you were showing me a bunch of different variations of how to hold it, how to even just hand placement on the weights that you're
Yep,
using.
changes.
Big deal.
Throw your hands at the bottom of the dumbbell. It's harder if you're doing it.
Pronated, all that different
Yep.
stuff. Yes.
And once I started making
Physics.
some of these changes, like my traps, I couldn't hit my fucking traps to save my life. I saw no results. And he showed me like one variation of holding it in front of you and then pulling and squeezing. And within like 2 weeks, I saw my traps already making
Yeah, make them
Yeah.
3-dimensional. Many people
Mhm.
just do traps straight up, or they roll. Never fucking roll a trap ever in your life, please,
Right.
God.
Yeah, it's bad for your shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah.
And watch your behind the neck movements. That's not really naturally. Or do them by all means, but don't go heavy. But yeah, so it's just those little tweaks. It's all physics.
Yep.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's just a little bit of physics, a little bit of angles, a little bit of working, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. As for me, it's not really this. I know this is about splits, but splits to me wasn't as important as I went on.
Yeah.
Like splits to me, splits were like, I'm just gonna do chest today or do whatever. But splits weren't as important to me as what I was actually doing. You know, what's my rest range? What's my exercises like? You know, what's my rep range? You know what I mean? Like what's going on with that? What's my drop sets? Am I getting to super? Am I getting to past failure? Because then the goal isn't just to reach failure. The goal is to get past it too. So you do
Right.
drop sets, double drop sets. I bought pins, I buy all these gimmicks,
Mhm.
fell into the trap. You know what I mean? But some of it works. But at the end of the day, food.
Right. Abs are made in
Yeah.
the kitchen, unfortunately.
Right.
They really are. But the thing I want to also say is when you're first starting,
Yep.
it's a whole different ball game
It
than when
is.
you're intermediate or advanced.
Oh yeah. Well, not
It
only
really
that,
is.
but like, so sorry to cut you off there, but
no, go ahead.
when I had one of my knee surgeries, I had to start all over twice now in my life. I had to start all over, and you find it wherever you can get it. So I was uncomfortable. I was a real huge dude going to the gym, big guy, killing everybody in the gym, whatever, working out, whatever. Then I blew my knee out. Now I'm frail. I lost the shitload of size. I'm not big. I didn't feel comfortable going back to the gym. Because I'm like, man, everybody knows me there as the big guy. And now I'm not the big guy anymore. So what the fuck am I going to do? So I grabbed on the Body Beast. I one of those beach body.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
So I grabbed on the Body Beast with Guy. His name is Guy, I think it is. But dude, I started doing that at home. I started, putting that into my life, and it brought me back quick. So like anything you can do. I mean, I know time is a problem. Like we're sitting here like, not really talking about how, get the splits. Can you even make it there?
Yeah,
right?
I was going to bring that up. That it depends. It also is going to depend on what kind of free time you have, or what time you have available to go to the gym. Because if you can only make it to the gym twice a week, your splits are going to be different.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And you better do whole body. For,
You better do
yeah,
whole
yeah.
body, you know?
Well,
You
yeah.
better kill
Or just do
yourself
upper
there.
body, and then your second day do lower body, like something like that.
And cardio in both of them.
Yep,
Yeah,
and cardio in both of
Yeah.
them.
You do what you can do, but get there for sure. I mean, look at our population. Get there.
Get to the gym.
And any splits. As far as splits go, splits are really for like when you get into hard splits and get into the more complex splits, that's really more for the intermediate and the advanced user anyways.
It really is.
So for the beginner user, I say go after the beach body shit. I mean, seriously, I'm not trying to sell anything. We're not affiliated with them or anything like that, but it worked for me. I mean,
yeah.
and I was a bodybuilder at that point in time. I wanted to get my size back and everything. So he did it for me. That video did it for me. I got it and I started doing it, and I had friends that started doing it. And we all started making progress. We really did. We all made progress.
Well, once you make progress, then you're going to build up your confidence.
Yeah.
You know
And then
what
I
mean?
started going to the gym again. And then I
going to the
stopped
gym.
doing that beach body stuff. And now I went back into my normal grunting, clanging, banging.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing
I've been doing my
nothing
whole
like
life.
45s jingling on
Yeah. You know what I mean?
on a dumbbell. Oh my god!
But it is what it is. It's just part of my life. So I've done every gym split. What gym split I say is the best is whatever one you fucking do.
yeah.
Whatever one you do is the best.
Listen
because
to
you're
your
doing
body.
something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I feel.
yeah. I mean, you can worry about the splits, but really just getting there is the issue. Okay, get there, get it in, and you'll start figuring it out with your listening to your body. Because my splits, I know from my chest day, I couldn't do arms then.
Yeah.
So I pulled arms and I flipped it with back. And, that's just what I had to do.
Yep.
You have to figure it out with your body as well.
Yep.
And at the very least, everyone knows how to walk or run. So if you can get to a gym and get on a treadmill,
bike,
everyone knows how to do that.
Interesting study done with walking. It burns more fat, less muscle than actual cardio.
I think I did read that actually.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
That
though.
was
That
walk
makes
a lot.
sense.
Like on an incline and stuff now.
That's what I do. I do so like, my pre-workout cardio. I do 6.5 incline, 3.6 miles an hour. I don't hold on at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
My post-workout cardio, I do a 15-degree incline, 3.6 miles an hour, and I hold on.
Yeah.
But I make sure my elbows are bent. Because what happens is if you don't bend your elbows and you let your arms go straight, so
You're
like
pulling
your
yourself,
body
yeah.
will change the arc, and now you're taking away your percentage incline.
Hold on.
So think about it.
Explain that to me again.
So like if you're like I hold on to the top and I let my arms this way, so I'm actually
He's straight
walking
up
with
and down, man.
my legs are behind me. Yeah, my legs are behind me when I'm walking up the treadmill.
Basically,
If
still
I
in a
go
leaning
my- if I
forward
go up my-
position.
yeah, if
But
I
you
go up
have
my-
your arms straight out, and
Yeah,
your
it
legs
changes.
are gonna be back. You're gonna be.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, and it changes the position.
Changes
So
your
now
position,
instead
your
of you being
angle.
straight up where you're at this angle,
Get it?
you get it?
So okay.
So, like,
so
so-
when you naturally
So like this is how you walk on a treadmill, right?
okay.
Because you're walking like this, right? And you have your
Okay.
arms bent, your legs are behind you, walking, propelling you up the treadmill, right? If you hold on to the treadmill and change that changes your shoulder placement now. So where your feet are closer up the treadmill.
Oh,
So now instead of walking up an incline, you're just walking like this instead of, you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
so
I
you
always keep
keep
my-
the incline for you.
I keep the incline the whole time.
Yeah, okay.
Because if you hold
gotcha.
on, and it's
All
kind of like the guys that do dumbbells for obliques that
Right.
have a dumbbell in each hand. Obviously, you don't know anything about fucking physics, bro.
Right.
You're gonna do you're gonna do obliques with a 45 in each hand. What are you doing? What are you doing? What is that? You're stretching your hips out? What the fuck are you doing? Seriously.
I was guilty of that when I first started.
Yeah, everybody is. Everybody is. Just like everybody's guilty of rolling their shoulders where they're doing shrugs. They like to roll it up like that. That's so fucking bad.
Because they think it looks cool.
No.
Yeah, I see that all the time in the gym,
stuff.
and I want to say some stuff to them, like, "Hey, man, don't fuck up your shoulders. Don't do that."
Yeah,
But
Yeah, people get upset about that though, especially
know.
women. They'll be taking videos of you like, oh, he's staring at me or whatever. Honey, you're like 12 years old in my mind. Like, get the fuck away from me.
yeah, I just don't want you to
fucking
blow your fucking shoulder apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But now it's just I like the splits that I do now because it gets me in the gym. It keeps me maintained. I get to do my cardiovascular. I feel like I accomplished something right off the rip in the morning. The days that I don't go, I don't feel as well. But what makes me feel good about it then is I will fast lung. So even though, did you get it? You didn't even get it.
Hit him. I don't know how he didn't
It's
die.
not in there. You're good.
It didn't. It flew away.
But
Sorry.
squirrel.
I don't know for the viewers, we've had this
Stupid
same fly.
My God.
I swear it's been here for 3 fucking months now.
Yeah.
It will not leave us alone.
But again, finds out what works better for you. We've already stated the obvious. If you could go in 2 days a week, you have to do whole body.
Yeah.
Right.
If you have more days a week, then do your splits. But again, if you're only in there 3 days a week or 4 days a week, you're not going to be able to do the same splits as somebody that's 5 to 7.
Right.
Right. Yeah. And I know, because I have my own gym at my house, and I have a lot of people come over and train with me and stuff. And a lot of them, they can't make it 5 days a week.
No.
They just can't. So you're going to have to use push pull, and you better get every bit of that out of your workout.
Yep.
But most of them are kind of beginners, usually, that show up over here. So in the beginning, you're going to want to hit more of that until you build up your muscles that you have to beat the crap out of them
Yeah.
to recover.
I mean, and for me, it was always a self-esteem thing. Like I always worked out. I always felt accomplished. I like seeing my body change. I liked being a bigger guy. I liked people making a big deal out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just how it was. Now that's why on the negative of that, when I got hurt and I wasn't that anymore, it hit me hard.
Yeah, you do got to watch it doesn't become your identity.
It did become my. That's the problem. That's the problem. So now I'm not like that. There was a point in time where I'd get jealous if I saw a guy bigger than me in my 20s. I'm like, who does this fucking guy?
This would suck because for
what I
me,
mean?
because I'm sitting here with 2 guys that are fucking bigger than me. So
I get over it. Like now that I'm older, I'm not nearly like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm more like, what? All right, look at that guy. He has a great potential. He's young. He looks great. He's big. Good for him. He's bigger than me. Awesome. Fucking great. I hope he does well. You know what I mean? I'm not, it's a passion for me, but it's not my passion. If that makes sense. Like
I get you.
It's not my only passion where, working out and bodybuilding, being huge, like what do I need right now? Now it's to the point where I don't want the attention. I don't, back then I wanted all the attention. I wanted to walk into a place and get attention. Now I'd rather not. Don't even bother fucking. Don't bother.
Yeah.
Leave me.
Interesting.
Leave me go.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel what you're saying because as a natural, it was hard going to the gym with all those big guys. It was so hard
to see what they look like and what you.
Yeah, it was hard. But then I took the focus off of them and I said, well, look at how much I've improved.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I used to be this. Now I'm this.
Yep.
That's
and
why.
if you focus on yourselves, your actually own achievements and successes, it's a big difference.
Yep.
That's why I take a lot of pictures. I'll take a lot of before and after pictures. I take a lot of before, like for progress pictures.
Yeah.
And I take videos like I did, like all this stuff that kind of makes you look like a douchebag in the gym, but I wasn't doing it for other people. I was doing it for me. So I wanted to see my progress. I wanted to see my form. I wanted to see, what's working for me, what's not, so I did a lot of like self-studying to find out what will work for me. So that's something that people could do as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Focus on your own progress. Stop comparing yourself to others.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1% of the population that's going to be just naturally better.
Yep.
There's nothing you can do about it. But you can make yourself better. And that can change your mindset and help a lot. Well, it did me.
Yeah.
I mean,
God.
I mean, unless you can use it for ambition.
True.
So if you can use it as a healthy way for ambition and say, man, that guy's bigger than me, that's horse shit. I'm going to get bigger than him.
Yeah.
There is
people
that
See what I mean?
aspect.
There is that aspect. But a lot of
Yeah.
people don't tend to gravitate that way. They usually tend to go the other way, like, man, what am I doing wrong? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
No.
you know what I mean? Like,
I always looked at it like, okay, yeah, you're beating me today, but I'm going to beat you tomorrow.
Oh, that's
know?
a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I always looked at it. Like, yeah, you might beat me today, but I'm going to get you tomorrow.
That's
Yeah.
a good
And
way.
then as I got older and I started seeing the scene and everything like that, I got more to the lines of, well, how long are you gonna live, dude? What all are you
Right.
doing to yourself, man? Like, I know you're huge. You're fucking massive. I know what I did. I know what I did to get where I am. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And how is that going to affect you? And then these guys, they don't care. Like, what's the guy that was shooting that shit in the back of him that got renal failure from it? Did
Which
he pass?
one?
I know there's some guy that was shooting peptides. He was shooting peptides is a new thing. I never did
Peptides are big. There's peptides for everything.
Yeah.
Everything there's a
But, I mean,
peptide for.
He was shooting some shit and try to get his back. The dude already was shredded like a Greek god. He looked like a fucking Greek god.
Ugh.
He's like, oh, I got this little bit of fat on my back. I'm gonna shoot this shit in me that has no protocol. I'm just gonna make my own protocol and start shooting this shit in my back. And it's right where his kidneys. And guess what happened?
Ah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Wow.
and then
Would've
he
thought.
already looked amazing. Like I would have stopped with him, but that's not how it goes. So
Right.
you got to make this a healthy sport because it can be very unhealthy. And like
Yeah.
you said, it can be your identity. Like
Yeah.
and and we're seeing that with athletes. Well, not athletes. We're seeing that with famous people online. Even.
Oh,
Like,
TikTok, like influencers,
influencers and stuff like that. We're seeing that with everybody, and where it's never enough. They need to just go above and beyond more
It's
and more.
body
and more.
dysmorphia. The people
Yeah.
don't like the way they look.
Mhm.
And,
Inverse anorexia.
yep.
Yep.
Bigger X.
Manorexia or whatever it is.
Manorexia.
Bigorexia.
Yep,
I have
manorexia,
that.
bigorexia.
I had that my whole life.
I've had it my whole life.
Yep.
Yeah.
I cared in the beginning. I cared what I looked like. I cared what people thought about me. And don't get me wrong, I still care
Yeah, I
about
want
what
to
I
be.
look
I want
like.
to have sex appeal.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
exactly. I want to look. I want to
Good
look good with my
naked.
shirt off.
Yeah.
You know, I want to. And but at the end of the day, I stopped looking around and stopped comparing myself to other people.
Yeah.
Because it's unrealistic to think of yourself like I need to be like that guy.
And
It's not gonna
yeah.
get to something that you're happy. Get somewhere where you want to be, and that's why I take my pictures because then like from week to week and month to month when I compare from when I started to where I was. I didn't see the results day to day, but when I put them pictures side by side, it was like, holy fuck,
Yep.
man, I'm making
Yeah.
some progress.
Dude, I seen your progress for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
but it
You
took a
seen-
while.
yeah,
It took
it
a while,
did.
but
It
I
does,
did
it
see your
does.
progress for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you gain more muscle as you get older too.
I
easier.
did, but
It's
I
weird.
wasn't-
like my 30s. I feel like I gained more muscle than I did in my 20s.
Interesting.
And it's easier for me now, I think.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research.
But I mean,
on.
I'm also a lot more into my diet and cardio.
Diet's the
and-
hardest thing, I
and
swear.
everything like that. And fasting really made a difference.
Yeah, that
But,
fasting.
but back
I
to
still struggle with fasting. We got
love
to do an episode on that just
All right.
so I could do the research
All right.
because it messes with my mind
Yep.
so much.
Yep.
Because I've gone from the 90s bodybuilding magazines where you got to eat every 2 hours. You got to eat an hour before you work out or you're going to dip into your muscles. So this is hard for me to actually.
so I'm
contemplate.
still learning.
Yeah.
I feel I am depleting some muscle because I'm not getting enough protein in right now. So if you get your protein in and you try to protect yourself with branch chains and stuff like that,
Right.
you should be okay.
Right.
I wish I can do double days, kind of, where I would do my stuff in the morning and do my cardio in the morning and then eat and then train with weights at night, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Emily. So
Yeah.
this is where I'm at. So what I want to start doing now is I need to start introducing more protein in. So that's all.
Yeah.
But fasting is really made a difference for me. But I don't think it's very easy for you to go catabolic.
Yeah.
It's very easy. So I don't suggest it for anybody that's trying to gain, but anybody that's trying to look at Terry Crews. He's maintaining. I'm maintaining.
Terry Crews is a freak.
Yeah. But I'm going, and I started fasting because of him.
Yeah.
I started fasting because of him.
Freaking love that guy.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is.
Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm 41 years old. I'm getting older. He's in his 50s
Yeah, he's up. Yeah.
and he looks like that. I mean, I know he's TRTN. There's no way.
Oh, he's definitely.
There's,
gotta be.
yeah, probably some peptide
Yeah.
growth, maybe even. Who knows?
Who
But he
knows?
doesn't have a distended belly. So
Yeah,
I
he
don't think
doesn't
I
have
don't
the
think
belly,
he'd
so I
be
don't think he's doing
he'd
growth.
Um,
Yeah, no distended belly, no giant forehead. I don't
No,
think
no.
he's doing
no,
growth.
but he must know something. And for me, just doing the like joint pain. Do you have joint pain? You have a lot of joint pain?
A little bit here and there, but I
No.
don't have it really.
None. I have none from fasting. I used to have joint pain all the
Oh,
time.
I do have back pain though, but that's my chiropractor.
Yeah, no, I don't have any of that. But back to the splits. Well, you made a really good point. Like um, you can't do some of the splits. So the best advice I give to anybody is just find the split that works for you.
For you.
And if you don't, and try other splits, but don't try to like, and everybody's different. So don't think to yourself, oh, I can't do this split. Somebody else is doing it. Why? What's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you, bro. These people that make some of these splits are on juice.
Right.
That are dead on with their macros.
Or they've been doing it for years.
Or some of them are doing their full body workouts every day and they're shooting, a couple IUs of insulin when they're done to recover to be ready for the next day. Because that's really what insulin does, is it recovers you like that instantly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And insulin's the food storage hormone. Think of it that way. So anything you eat stores right away. You're like that. So it recovers you right away. So you don't know. You don't know what these people are really doing behind the scenes. They're just making this and showing facade. You know what I mean? You don't know. They don't normally lift like the way they lift when they're showing videos and stuff. They're showing off. You know, I mean, we just saw Sylvester Stallone trying to lift 245s up off of his knees. You're full of shit, bro. No way. No way.
That still kills me because I love that, man.
I know, but well, I mean, I lost credit for him when he was all shredded out and then he got smoked for all that growth hormone. I used to call him growth hormone Stallone.
Oh, when he just came from Australia.
Yeah, and
I remember that.
And he just came out with his nutrition line. He just came out with it, and then he got nailed for the growth hormone.
You can't be 70-year-old.
No.
And look like that without being on something.
And you know what? Good for him. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah,
Why not? Why not be able to use it? You know what I mean? They give us medications and everything. They have no idea what's going to happen to us down the road. Right. You know what I mean? You see all this stuff now. Nexium causes this, that, the other thing. You don't know. Nobody knows. So why not?
Yeah. He clearly hasn't figured it out. He's 70 years old and still alive.
Yeah.
Looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
Unreal.
But yeah, you got to find what works for you. Like for me, I can't go twice a day, even though I would love to. I would love to go twice a day. I would love that to be my split. Just twice a day, double days, kill it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can handle it in my 40s anymore. I used to.
No,
I used to do. There's a couple bodybuilders that used to do 2 a days.
A lot of people do 2 days.
They do that.
Yeah, one of my friends, Tim, just did 2 days to do his one show. So he does cardio and shit in the morning, cardio and light stuff in the morning, and then at night he crushes weights. That's and that's the way I look at it, because I like to do abs and back every other day too. Lower back, abs, and stuff like that.
Core is so freaking important.
Mm-hmm.
Do not neglect your core.
Mm-hmm.
Please prevent injury. Do not neglect core.
I even stand on those freaking balls, those half balls and shit like that, and do squats and stuff.
They're fun.
Yeah, man. I
see some of those kids in that back room that do some of that shit. And I look at them like, holy.
Yeah.
Insane,
if I was 20, man, I could have did it in my younger years. Definitely. I definitely had the endurance and stamina to do it then. Not anymore. You
just do what your body will let you do without pushing it to cause injury, because at the end of the day, the goal is for you to maintain and stay in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The goal is to stay in the gym.
Yes.
Because as soon as you stop being in the gym, is the soon that snowball starts going down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger, and you never get back in that gym. Yeah. I have so many friends of mine. Well, just yesterday, I went to a food truck event kind of thing yesterday, and I seen a dude there that I know he doesn't even know me. I know of him. Big dude. He's awesome bench back in the day. I mean, 500 bench raw. Just played football for Villanova. Just massive dude. I always aspired to be him. He is an attorney and stuff like that. Real nice guy. Real nice guy. Awesome dude. But he looks I saw him yesterday and I knew it. I thought it was him. Then I saw his family and I'm like, that's him. I know that's him. And he's not working out at all. You could tell. Just still a big stocky dude, but he just looks so unhealthy. And here's the thing. You can tell somebody's health by their ankles. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went home and told my wife
that when he told me.
Yeah,
I'm like, let me see your ankles.
Yeah. So, and his ankles weren't looking too healthy to me. So I felt really bad. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I was jealous of that dude back then. He was bigger than me. He was stronger than me. I couldn't bench like him. He was just phenomenal dude. And I said, I'm still inadequate to him. He's an attorney. I'm not an attorney or nothing like that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I felt good of myself because I know that I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I know that I prioritized my health and I'm healthy, and I know that I'm not going to have as many medical conditions as he might have.
Yeah. Wouldn't say you're inadequate to him. That's like you're looking at it based off of his career as opposed to your career. He might look at you and say,
it depends on what you
you
measure it by.
I mean, but I look at it this way. It's like the hierarchy of civilians,
He's a lawyer,
right?
Yeah.
Well, not even that. I'm saying I'm an engineer. That's cool. So yeah, I'm at a higher level job role than down there, right? But attorneys and doctors and shit like that are above me for sure. They're a higher echelon in society. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, what are you going to need? You know what I mean? I don't know how much you'll need an attorney if shit hits the fan. You'll need a doctor.
You'll need Tank the Frank to fuck some shit up.
Yeah. You're right. Exactly.
That's getting worse. That's getting worse as I'm getting older. It's more like, me to talk sense into people than fuck people up. It's like, hey man, you really want to be doing this?
Right.
And that's why titty bars were so easy for me to bounce. Cause it's like, yo, man, you just paid $20 to come in here and see some of this stuff. Do you want me to kick you out and you lose your $20, or do you want to keep looking at this? Oh man, I'm so sorry. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll just sit down. I'm like, good man. Good for you. You're a good bouncer. I'm just fucking lazy. I'm just lazy, bro. I just act right. Fuck. You know what I mean? But that's it.
That's funny.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Do what you need to do that works for you.
Yep.
That's really
it's
it.
fine to be
Key.
it's fine to be selfish in this life as long as the selfish comes to selflessness. So like I'm selfish that I need my gym time and I need that mental space for me. And I need to do it often. My fiance has to watch the kids for me to go to the gym.
Right.
I do it often and it's for me, but at the end of the day, it's for everybody. Because I'm going to be here to provide longer since I'm healthier. And since I prioritize this and make it part of my healthy life, but I'm going to be here longer for you.
So you're a Sigma in the gym so you could be an alpha at home.
Yes.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I got
Okay.
from it. That's
All
what I got from it.
right.
It's a little different than,
I like
lady in the
that.
street freaking, whatever.
Right.
A little different than that.
I
but,
like that. Yeah. No, see, that's the same thing I get too. I stopped kind of doing the things that would cause injury.
Yep.
Because I would get knocked out for a year, 2 years.
Yep.
And I mean, the last injury I had was a hip one. That was a stupid one. But anyways, I look at it as, because I hate cardio, because it's still in my head that you lose muscle. And that's still in my head, even though I know not always true. Sometimes it is. But
that's diet.
yeah, diet helps. But your body's natural response is to dive into the muscles.
Well,
to get energy before fat.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true.
That is how that works, unfortunately. Yeah. But I look at it as, I'm a young father. I started very young. I know grandkids are coming. I want to be able to bend down and pick them up. I want to be able to play with them.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, not only that, but if you get injured in the gym, now your family is going to suffer because you can't pick the kids up now, because you can't do stuff now, stuff like that. So it changes your total, it metamorphoses everything. So
yes.
I honestly wish I would have had kids sooner. I wish I would be in my stage of life now sooner, because I think I'd be better off. But that's not how it worked out. You know what I mean? And then it is what it is. But I still made it work for me. So when I was more of a loner and I get my kid every other weekend and I was a bachelor and doing my own thing, my splits were different than they are now.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish I could go back to some of those splits because I saw the results that I got from them. But I take it with stride. So I don't mind that my workouts aren't as vigorous as they used to be. I'm 40 years old. I'm not 25. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to get with the mental, you have to change your mental status and be okay with it. That was hard for me. Once I finally realized, like, you know what, Frank, why do you care to be the biggest fucking dude anymore? Like, why does that matter to you? It's just like, does it matter to you that you're that big that you have to hold your breath to tie your shoes, but you have a 21 inch arm? Awesome. Good. Is that arm 21 inches because it's fat or because it's muscle? Is there some fat there? Yeah. Well, then is it really 21 inches? No.
God damn. Did you have 21-inch arms at one point?
A little more. Yeah. At one point when I was 336, I was.
Holy shit.
I was fucking huge, dude.
I wonder what the statistics are. Statistics are.
Statistics.
I said, I'm pretty sure.
We stook the
Stook me with it.
I wonder what the statistics are on having over 20-inch arms. That's got to be a small number of people.
Go ahead, Brian.
Back when I was at 240.
I'm not even 29. I think I'm like a 19 maybe if I'm lucky.
Back at 240, I got 19 and a quarter.
Awesome.
I was the biggest, pumped up,
dude,
fat as fuck.
Oh, dude, you feel like shit though, don't you?
I felt like shit. I felt horrible.
Hey, one thing to note, as you get leaner, your dick gets bigger. That's cool.
Dude,
Did you know that?
Dude, what is it?
Yeah.
What is
Doesn't
it?
get bigger,
Yes,
just
it
you
does.
see
more of it. Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah,
hey,
true.
it's like
True.
it's like a surprise. I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know I had that. You know what
I
I mean?
think it's every, what is it? Every 20 or 30
You lose it,
pounds,
you gain an inch.
you gain, I think it's a half inch. I don't
Holy shit, I got like 3/4 of an inch.
But yeah, that's actually true. And I was blown away to see
Yeah,
that.
I don't know, like since I lost that weight and I feel like I'm sexy now with my clothes off, that's fucked up, right? I don't mean to talk
I
about
get
myself
ya.
like
I
that,
get
but I
ya.
feel like I look good naked. I do look
Yeah.
good naked now. So compared to what I used to look like anyways. I have
Yeah.
abs and I have somewhat abs and shit. So I look better naked now.
Yeah.
Ever since I don't ever want to not look good naked. Like, okay, so here's the
Yes.
difference. Here's the difference.
Well,
When I was-
bulk.
When I was, yeah, I mean, I'm still bulky. I don't mind being bulky, but it's
Oh,
one,
no.
it's one or the other. Either you look good in a shirt or out of a shirt, bro.
Yeah. True.
So I'd rather look good out of a shirt.
So I still like the bulk and cut though. I get a little fat.
Yeah.
I'm coming off. I'm about,
Well, I mean, I'm doing
10,
the same.
I'm 10 pounds down now.
Yeah.
So I'm coming off my bulk, but
I mean,
Still love the
I plan on, well, my cut and bulk is just how vigorous I get in the gym and my diet. That's the only
Really?
difference. Yes.
Did you ever see the study done? Okay. So you know how there's the BMR, the basal metabolic rate,
Yeah.
and dude, it was Andrew Huberman did a thing on it.
Okay.
And once you start adding like cardio in, it vastly changes those numbers versus you not doing it versus how much you're actually working out. And as you lose weight, it changes your BMR.
Mhm. Dude, everything changes. as you lose
Dude,
weight.
it's
everything.
such a fine line there. Like you need to, like after 5 pounds, you need to reassess everything.
Yep. Yep.
How crazy
Yep.
is that?
Yep. But it
I
goes
mean,
it goes by lean pound of body weight too, right?
Right,
So
yes.
if you're lean, that makes sense though, right? Because if you lose weight, you're probably going to lose a little bit of lean weight too.
Yeah,
I
you
mean
do.
it's normal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense because now your baseline's changed.
Yes.
People just don't do it enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's wild.
You could be on the opposite side of that too. Like you could be the guy that wants to weigh themselves every day and then they freak out that their weight changes every day. No shit, dude.
Don't
Your weight
do
is
that.
going to change every day, 5 to 7 pounds
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
water. You should really weigh yourself one time a week. Pick a time like Sunday morning. That's the time you weigh yourself and you go weigh yourself dry.
Yeah. Plus every pound of body muscle is, I believe, oh God, I think it's like 40 calories difference
Yeah.
of what you can eat.
Well, yeah, because
It's
think about it. More muscle burns more calories at rest. So if your BMR or your body, your lean body weight is lower, you're going to burn less calories. So that changes your BMR.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Vastly.
makes sense when you think about it.
It does.
It makes sense when you think about it.
It does.
But not
I
many
just-
people think about it.
Yeah, not many people
Yeah,
think
yeah.
about it. I didn't think about it really. I was just like, throw the numbers in the
Yeah.
calculator. Let's figure it out. All right, let's
Well, that's
go.
how it is with everything. Look at,
Yeah.
we were talking about opportunity cost of time. You said you already do it already. You just didn't know how to put a word on it. And you do it. Everybody does it. We just don't put a word on it. We just
Well, I don't know if everybody does it, but yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
definitely-
sure. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have somewhat of a moral compass, you have an opportunity cost.
Yeah, you should. You definitely should.
So I mean, it's pretty much possible to find out what a percentage of people have 21-inch arms, but did find out that it's extremely low, and the average for males 20 to 29 is 13.3 inches.
Holy
30 to
God.
39 is 13.8, 40 to 49 is 13.9, and 50 to 59 is 13.5. That's the average.
Oh, well, I mean,
small.
And I saw that if
the
you have-
average, the average people can't even bench 2 1/4, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
I did
yeah.
see that
I
a
forgot
very,
about that.
very, very, very high percentage of people that have over 21-inch arms are
Are
all
obese.
bodybuilders.
Oh, they're all bodybuilders.
Just about. I mean, a high percentage of them are bodybuilders, or they're obese. That
I
was.
mean,
the
I
other-
see
that
some
was in
ladies at
there too.
Walmart that
So
oh
there
my
you go.
God, it's a shame, bro. Like,
Woo! Well, yeah, it's either they're
Shit.
obese or they're
You have a
bodybuilders.
poodle
There's-
under that sleeve.
Oh my
What is going on?
goodness gracious. Is that a handbag?
Oh, shit.
But no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you just got to find what works for you. And you know what? It doesn't matter. I've always said this, and I know I'm not one of those guys to make fun of people in the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Don't do
if you
that.
see a
Yeah,
fat chick in the
Jesus
gym
fuck.
and you see her working out, you don't make fun of them. You
No, fuck
good
no.
for them.
Yes.
Good for them.
Exactly.
What did it take for them to come here? I mean, I've had an injury and I wasn't nearly as big as I was, but I was still lean
Mhm.
and I had trouble coming to the gym.
Yeah.
So what mindset did they have and then they need to get through to get there for that day?
Yeah.
And now you're going to ridicule them. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, go fuck
You're an
yourself.
asshole.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You shouldn't.
You're
be
an
in the gym.
asshole,
Go
and you
somewhere
shouldn't
You
be in the gym.
shouldn't be in the gym. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that's why I always say, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter as long as you're doing something.
Yep.
As long as you're doing something. Go out and start. And you know what? It's going to progress because your body's going to. Because what's going to happen is you're going to go and you're going to do the workout. You're going to go and do the workout. And then your body's going to get used to it. It's going to get natural. It's going to get easy. And you're going to have to change it. And you're going to change it by adding more weight, changing your splits, by changing your rep range, by changing your rest range.
Drop sets.
Drop
all
sets,
that
giant
stuff.
sets,
Yep.
Yeah.
double drops, 21s, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And you just progress. That's why I am where I am. I go fast because I've progressed. Because I mean, I used to be the guy that would do a set and sit there for 3 minutes. You'd be in the gym for 3 fucking hours.
Yep.
And you wouldn't even feel like you got to work out. You'd have a lot of a pump where you'd be sore. You wouldn't be able to pick something up. There's times that I wasn't able to shave my head. My arm would cramp at my elbow.
Yeah, right.
It's just
I
stuff like that.
lost about 3 feet of hair from doing that exact thing.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I used to have hair down to my middle of my
Yeah.
back.
I saw pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I cramped up in my arm when I was trimming my hairline.
And you went,
I went about an inch back into my hairline because my arm cramped.
That's not
I
good.
lost years of hair growth.
Yeah. But I mean, another thing is like, you have different ailments. So now I don't work out as hard or as heavy or anything like that. But my problem is my muscles get so tight, it feels like it's pulling my ROM out of motion. So like, there's times that my front delt, my chest will be so tight, it feels like it's pulling my arm forward where my rear delt will bother me. And I won't be able to move my arm in certain positions. Like I slept on it wrong or something, but I won't certain ways of ROM are going to bother me. So what I do is I use one of those massage guns, or I get my daughter to step on me, or I get my fiance to beat the shit out of my muscle or something like that. And just like that, it's good. But it's literally to the point where like it hurts to move. But if I push on my chest up into my shoulder joint, it doesn't hurt anymore. That's when I know it's a tendon issue, or I know that my muscle is too tight from pulling on it. I'll be honest with you, doing push-ups as much as I do push-ups, as often as I do them, it does pull my shoulders forward. I feel like it's like impinging me, pulling me forward. So I have to constantly stretch out. I have to constantly have my shoulders beat up. So literally I can push to my chest sometimes where I'm having a range of motion issue, and it would only be like right here. If I would push on my chest, I can do it no problem. And to the point where it gets so tight sometimes I hear clicking. So click, I'll push on my chest. I won't hear clicking anymore.
Interesting.
So I'll actually play out. So there's different problems to everything that we do, because it's not really, natural for your body to be doing that. So you just have to listen to your body. Don't overuse it.
Yeah.
Listen to your body with your splits. If you're too sore, don't work out. If that muscle's sore, don't work out. Especially if you're doing these these total body splits. I don't know anybody that say I'm first time I'm coming to the gym, I'm new, and I'm going to do my first because you see people like this. My first workout is going to be a total body exercise. I'm going to go in there and kill it. And I'm going to come back on Wednesday. And now I kill it Monday, and I've never done it before, and my whole body hurts, and I feel like I got hit by a bus. Yeah. Now Wednesday comes around, and I feel okay, but my biceps are really sore. Don't work the bicep.
Don't do that.
Don't work the bicep. If it's sore, it's not ready.
Exactly. I've had to move workouts around because of that exact issue. Still to this day.
And stretch.
Yeah.
So,
stretching is important for sure. The other thing is watch doing the heavy stuff. You might want to get a trainer. YouTube videos are great. But I've screwed up my back not getting a professional to show me the right form.
Forms of kinesiology.
Deadlifts are not even used in college and professional football. They will not allow them to use it.
It's all lower back impingement. Yeah. I mean, you'll pop your lower back out. I've done it.
The negatives outweigh the gains with those. That's what they say.
Yeah, it's so hard to get the form right on them that they say just don't even do them. Because you can get the right form and not injure yourself, but it's just really hard. So, I mean, if you are experiencing some sort of pain like that or something like that, find a professional. Really find a professional.
And as far as, if you were first starting out in the gym, I wouldn't even worry about splits. I would just learn how to do things, learn the terminology, learn how to, and even if you pay for a trainer, or if you don't, and you just go to Planet Fitness and you have one of those, workers take you around and show you, and they have trainers there and stuff too. But just dip your feet in it.
It's
in
important.
The puddle. Just dip your feet.
It's important when you're first starting out.
Thing.
When you're first starting out, it's important to create some type of routine of just getting there.
Yeah.
So
and then yep.
you know, while you're there working out, you know, different body parts while you're there learning everything. And then once you start kind of learning everything, you can kind of create your own splits,
Yeah.
create your own
Yeah, I
rhythm,
mean,
something that works for you.
Think about it. You're sore for like the first month when you first start working
Absolutely.
out. It's about a month for you to start.
Yeah.
So don't even worry about a fucking split. Get through
Right.
a month.
Yes.
Work different parts of your muscle out. Don't do the same muscle all the
So
time.
you
But
get
don't-
through that.
But that's why I'm thinking splits are going to be a little more advanced than the first beginner. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because you have to figure out what's going on.
And you have to deal with DOMs like in
yeah.
that. So
Oh yes,
Yeah.
DOMs. Yeah,
Mhm.
Especially when you do legs in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
think I
God.
was sore
It don't
for
matter.
2 weeks the
Yeah.
first time
Yeah.
I
I
really
do,
hit
but
legs.
don't give a
I still do legs and get DOMs.
I get it every now and then. Yeah. I do. I mean, it does eventually go away.
It
You are
does.
able to, not away, but you're able to recover a little bit better.
a little faster.
Yeah, it does change.
Yeah.
But I think that's,
I think
that's
that's about
all,
it for me.
Yeah, just get your feet wet,
yeah. If you have any,
learn, try. Don't think that you can do everything everybody else can because some people are on PEDs.
Yes.
And it's some of those splits don't. But just get there.
getting there is
Do
important.
Do it for your health,
Yes,
and the rest is cake.
for real.
Yeah.
For real.
And then it's a lifestyle. I'm 41 years old.
It's a lifestyle.
41 years old. My uncle got me lifting when I was 13. I didn't really hit it hard until I was in my 20s, 21. But then it got to the point where I was traveling and that's all I had was the gym. So I'd be in the gym for 6 hours, get home from work, go to the gym, be there till 10 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
10, 11 o'clock.
I always like
Loved
to
it.
say that
I
it's
would
a,
have loved to have
Dude,
done
it's-
that.
yeah,
God.
yeah, sauna and everything. It was $90 a month for this gym, but they had
Oh, that's-
everything: swimming pools,
fuck,
saunas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I met a couple guys there that were just freaking
That's cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
I met this one dude. He was a funny black dude. He was a stripper, and he was telling me about his escapades and stuff. Me and him would hang out in the sauna, and he'd be telling me his escapades and shit. It's funny, dude. Real long dreadlocks,
That's
good
fun.
looking dude. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
could see why he was a stripper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was real cool. But and another thing is you meet people that have the same incentive as you. So
Right.
like you go to the gym, you find somebody there, then they'll be able to help you out with splits and stuff. But get to the gym, do it for you,
yes.
and then let us know if you have any questions with splits. We've all done the same. We've all done
Yeah.
every split that there is to known
every
men.
split I could think
Yeah.
we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So feel free to ask us questions about splits. We'll do our best from our experience. We're not professionals. We're not.
Right.
We just
Right.
go by
Off
experience.
experience.
Yeah,
Yeah, life
yeah.
experience.
we have common sense and experience. Well, some common sense.
Right.
Some
Common sense.
I'll leave it with just saying that I've said it before with happiness too, and it's the same thing with gym. Like being in the gym, it's not a destination. Like where you get to with your health, it's not a destination. It's a constant road that you have to work on. So you're gonna want to work on it as long as you can, and it's forever. And like you said, it's a lifestyle.
Yep.
And you have to change.
There's guys in the gym that are 70 some years old
Mhm.
and they look
Mm.
phenomenal.
They
There's a
look great.
73-year-old man that I know that's a chiropractor that is in that gym and he crushes it. Cardio weights. That's what he does. He does cardio, then he does some weights, then he does some cardio, then he does some weights.
Yep.
And he's there 3 to 4 days a week. And he's still a chiropractor practicing on patients, 30 patients a day.
Yeah.
And he, dude, I'm telling you, it's the longevity of life. You will have less problems. You will
Yep.
need less medication.
Yes.
You'll have less cardiovascular problems.
and you're gonna feel
Mhm.
and
better
you'll feel better about yourself.
about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is such a
You're
thing as a cardiovascular high, like
Right.
endorphins we're talking about.
Yeah.
Endorphins from masturbation we talked about on one of our previous podcasts. There's absolutely endorphins from working out.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Not even
Yes.
cardio. I mean, there's
Of course.
doing the sprinters and stuff talk about the endorphins they get, and it's like a
runners
high.
high,
Yeah. It's
I-
not even like that. That's higher than normal, but
I
you
like
still
that,
get it from
yeah.
working out.
Yeah, so sprints are great. I would not suggest sprints.
No.
They were hard on
Yeah.
my legs. They were so hard on my legs, hips, knees, even my ankles.
Yep.
Going all
So believe it or
out
not,
like that.
sprints are actually good for if you do them like if you do like intermittent sprints.
HIT. So what I do,
Oh,
it's good,
yeah.
it's good for
hits.
it's good for getting your endurance up so
but
you
could do other
longer
things.
distance.
But,
Then.
Yeah.
but you could do other
It's-
things. So
It
like
was too brutal on my body.
for
Yeah.
hits for me, what I do is my post workout cardio. When I'm doing my 15 incline every 5 minutes, I get down and do 20 push-ups.
Yeah.
Jump back on.
Yeah.
In that time frame, my heart rate goes bloop, jumps up. You know what I mean? And comes back down, jumps up. Because really, cardiovascular health is crushing the heart rate, bringing it back down, crushing the heart rate, bringing it back
Yeah.
down. And your heart health depends on how fast your body can bring that heart rate back down. It's not how many hearts beats it goes or anything like that. Your heart health is dependent on how fast it takes you to get from that escalated heart rate back to onto a normal heart rate.
Mhm.
Time.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
I always thought it was okay. There's steady state cardio.
Yep.
And then there's the cardio you're talking about.
HIIT. Well, I'm just talking about
HIIT.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's HIIT training, because when you think about it, I'm doing regular cardio, just normal cardio, but then I'm getting down and doing something more vigorous and then getting back.
Oh,
That's
so
all
you do
that's
HIIT.
all HIIT is.
Oh,
In the army, we used to run, and we do 30-60s or 60-120s, where you'd sprint for 30 seconds, walk for 60, sprint for 30 seconds, walk for 60.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
you
it's
do
the
like
same
4 or
thing.
5 times, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you go to 60-120s, where you sprint for 60 seconds, walk for 120, sprint for 60 seconds, walk for 120.
Yeah, all you're
And
trying to do is all it is peaks and troughs on the heart rate. That's all they're
But
trying
what
to do.
it did was,
Yeah.
when we finally went to go do our 2-mile runs, we'd add our long distance running in there as well. So we trained for running 3-4 miles in the day, so we could run a 2-mile. And because our endurance and our endurance was just a lot better at that point then, and we did all that training, we were able to run at a faster pace for a longer amount of time.
Yeah. And the interesting with hits is that it can burn fat for up to 24 hours
That's
after
right.
you're done.
That's right.
That's pretty freaking, that's pretty
I actually
amazing.
forgot about that.
Yeah. Because you just turned your body into a fat burning machine.
Yeah, that's. I used to do a lot of sprints in my pre-workout cardio. I used to do a sprint for 5 minutes straight. Run for 5 minutes straight. Just on
it's definitely not a sprint if you're going 5 fucking minutes.
I was doing 10 miles. I was on the elliptical level 12, 10 miles an hour for 5 minutes straight.
Holy shit! Oh, you were moving.
I was moving.
You were moving.
I got a mile in 5 minutes on that bitch.
Ah, damn.
Not bad I was like 280 when I did it. So I'm like, and I was starting to see the blinders coming in, like, but no, just we're having all fun with it. It's our lifestyle. I've made it a part of my lifestyle, and I really hope that other people can do the same, because it has really made a difference in my life.
Yes.
So I don't care what I know this podcast is about splits and we're jumping all over it. I really don't give a fuck what split you're on. I care that you're there.
Yes.
Yep.
That's
Care that
important.
you're there.
Yeah.
So fucking get there.
Get there. Get to the gym.
Get there.
Something.
Yes.
Do something. And if you can't get to the gym, walk around your neighborhood.
For real.
If you have a hill, walk up and down your hill. There's your hit. Walk up the hill, walk down. Walk up the hill, walk down. Walk up the hill a little faster, walk down. Walk up the hill. There's your hit. Your heart rate's going up while you're going up the hill, coming back down when you're coming back down. That's all it is. Peaks and troughs. Peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
Heart health.
Yeah. Exactly. Man,
Make it work.
I think we hit this right on the head.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You got any questions or anything? Let us know, guys. Thanks.
Take it easy.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
See you.